You came in this year and just talked about the importance of getting off to a good start, and you get a goal, the team's winning. Can you kind of maybe compare just the different mindset you have now compared to how you were feeling last year when it was a struggle for you?
Yeah, definitely a different mindset. I mean, first of all, it was really nice to get a full normal summer of training in with Chad here. He was a huge help and put on a lot of muscle and weight and explosiveness and things that kind of the year and a half prior were really difficult to do with kind of the COVID schedule and training and whatnot. So, I mean, right off the bat, I think that gave me a lot of confidence and physical ability that I didn't have before, and energy and explosiveness and all that. So I think that was a big help coming in and gave me a bunch of confidence. And then, yeah, just through camp, kind of, just trying to contribute, trying to have energy every game, every shift, and just bring something to the table to help, and I mean, it felt good to help in the shootout at the beginning of the year and to chip in on the second power play unit whenever we get a chance, and yeah, just to score last night. I mean, it's something that's not going to happen all the time, but just creating momentum and trying to create energy for our group on that line with Shorzy and yeah, just getting pucks in, trying to get after it and create ozone time to turn momentum in our favor.
It's a long season, and you're going to have games like in Vancouver where maybe it was your best defensive game. You guys didn't give up anything, and then 2 nights later you gave up a little bit more, but you get the win both times and win by 3. As a veteran player, can you talk about how there's ebbs and flows in a season, and some night maybe you don't have your best night, but you find ways to win, and how crucial is that to becoming a good team? Like, do you have to have that in your arsenal?
Yeah, you do. I mean, 82 games is such a long season that you have to find ways to win games when you don't have your legs and when you're not feeling great. And I mean, it's going to go the other way too, where you lose some games where you feel like you should have won. I thought we played really well against Philly, and it didn't go our way. But yeah, I mean, it's just, you got to find ways to win, and that also kind of helps bring the group together, because you lean on each other and find ways to pull it out.
You go from Saturday's game in Vancouver, where you did a great job of really limiting high danger chances. There's very few. And then last night, Mikko Koskinen had to make some pretty key saves to you at key times. One night you can be really focused in on doing what you want defensively, and then the next night, for whatever reason, it's not there. What do you equate to that? Is it a credit to the other team, or is it just that difficult to limit high danger chances on a regular basis?
I think it's the calendar. We mistook Halloween for Christmas yesterday. Here, have one of these. We're passing them out tonight. So no, we just made some mistakes in some coverage, some puck mistakes that were a little sloppy on our part.
When you see those mistakes, Dave, is that fatigue? Is it being relaxed? Because obviously the players know better not to do that, but then or is it just the pace of the game that sometimes it's going to happen at the speed of?
No, there's sometimes it's the pace of the game. Sometimes the other team is forcing into those mistakes. Sometimes you're just not as sharp as you need to be. And for instance, Bush's game. Bush has been really good for us. That was Bush's down game. He recognizes it this morning, he understands it and put it behind him, and he moves on. But we had some players last night that just weren't as sharp as they normally are, and you lead to some of those mistakes, but that's why your goaltender gets the credit sometimes, where he cleans up some of those messes. And I said last night we were opportunistic. When I watched it today, we probably had more chances than I thought we had last night. I never felt like we were under siege last night, but we weren't as, like I said last night, we weren't as good as we were in Vancouver. But that being said, I give the guys credit. They found a way to win. Koski was good. We capitalized on some chances, and you move on. So there's going to be games. It's 82 game schedule. There's going to be some games where you're not at your best, but you got to find ways to win those games, and we did.